Student, today we discuss your chemistry third chapter, chemical kinetics. Okay. Student, chemical kinetics is a branch of physical chemistry which deals with the study of the rate of chemical reaction and the mechanism by which the reaction occurs. Okay. So, chemical kinetics is a branch of physical chemistry which deals with the study of the rate of chemical reaction and the mechanism by which the reaction occurs. Now, what is a rate of reaction? Student, rate of reaction defined as the change in concentration of a reactant or product in unit time. For a general reaction such as R produce P, R is the reactant and P is the product. So the rate of reaction may be expressed as decrease in concentration of R by time taken, or it may be increase in concentration of P, that is product, per time taken. So rate of reaction, that means del P by del T, or minus del R by del T. Minus del R by del T, that means rate of change of concentration of reactant by change of time. And del P by del T means change of concentration of product by time changes. And minus sign for del R by del T means as the rate decrease in concentration of the reactant and gives a positive value of the rate. The negative sign in the rate expression indicates the decrease in concentration of the reactant, okay, and gives a positive value of the rate. Units of rate are mole per liter per second or atmospheric pressure per second for the gaseous reaction. Okay. Student, instantaneous rate of reaction. Instantaneous rate of reaction, student, that means it is the rate of reaction at a particular moment of time and measured as a very small concentration change over a very small interval of time. Student, instantaneous rate of reaction is the rate of reaction at a particular moment of time and measured as a very small concentration change over a very small interval of time. Okay, and mathematically instantaneous rate equal to average rate at delta t time interval. That is instantaneous rate equal to dr by dt. dr by dt means very smallest change in concentration of the reactant, okay, and varies, or it may be expressed as dp by dt. dp, that means smallest change in increase in concentration of product in smallest time interval. Okay, an instantaneous rate can be determined graphically by drawing a tangent. Student, look at this picture. Instantaneous rate can be determined graphically by drawing a tangent at time t on either side of the curve for concentration of A or B versus time and calculating its slope. Okay, student? Look properly on the graph. Okay, here dp and dt, dp by dt is the slope of the curve. Okay, and also it may be just like this, dr by dt. Okay. Okay, student. So R instantaneous means student minus dr by dt. Okay, that is minus slope for the reactant, and R instantaneous equal to plus dp by dt. Okay, equal to slope for product P. Okay, now student, we discuss about the different factors that affect the rate of chemical reactions, such as nature of a reactant. Nature of the reactants, that is, it has been observed that ionic substances react more rapidly than the substances with covalent bond. This is because ions are immediately available in aqueous solution on dissociation, okay, and hence react rapidly. But covalent molecules consume part of energy in breaking of bonds. Okay, so concentration of reactants, it is a important factors also. Rate of reaction is directly proportional to the concentration of reactants. Okay, if the concentration of the reactant increases, so rate of reaction also will be increases. Okay, and temperature, rate of reaction increases with the increase in temperature, and when temperature decreases, rate of reaction also decreases. Presence of catalyst. In presence of catalyst, the rate of reaction generally increases and the equilibrium state is attained quickly in reversible reactions. Okay. Surface area of the reactant. The smaller the particle size, greater the surface area and faster is the reaction. Okay, student? And another factor is radiation. Radiations, that is, there are many reactions which either do not take place at all or are quite slow in the dark, but take place at a considerable speed when exposed to sunlight or ultraviolet radiations. Such reactions are called photochemical reactions. Okay, and examples are photosynthesis of carbohydrates, photography. Okay, so student, there are so many reactions which either do not take place at all or are quite slow in the dark, but take place at a considerable speed when exposed to sunlight or ultraviolet radiations. Such reactions are called photochemical reactions. Okay, students, so nature of the reactant, concentration of reactant, temperature, presence of catalyst, surface area of the reactant, radiations, these are the important factors that affect the rate of chemical reactions. Okay, now we state about rate law. Rate law, it is experimentally determined expression which relates the rate of reaction with concentration of reactants. Okay, and hypothetical reaction, that is A plus B gives products. A plus B give a product. Okay, so rate proportional to molar concentration of A and molar concentration of B. Okay, and when we replace proportional sign with equal, we have to put a constant. That is, so rate will be rate equal to K into molar concentration of A and molar concentration of B, where K is the constant and called specific rate of reaction or rate constant. Okay, and when molar concentration of A and B equal to 1 mole per liter, then rate equal to K. Okay, so rate constant may be defined as the rate of reaction when the concentration of each reactant in the reaction is unity. Okay, student, order of the reaction. Order of the reaction, student, it may be defined as the sum of the powers of concentration. Order of the reaction, student. Order of the reaction means sum of the powers of the concentration of the reactants in the rate law expression. Okay, an order of a reaction can be 0, 1, 2, 3 and even a fraction also. Okay, so look at here, so many examples for order of the reaction. That is, here the rate expression is given. Okay, rate equal to, first equation is rate equal to K into molar concentration is A to the power half into B to the power 3 by 2. So its rate will be, its order will be half plus 3 by 2. Okay, as we know that rate equal to K into, if the equation rate equal to K into molar concentration of A to the power X and molar concentration B to the power Y, then order will be X plus Y. So according to this, for the first equation, student, look at here, power of A half and power of B is 3 by 2. So order will be half plus 3 by 2, that is 2. So the reaction is second order. Okay, and for the second equation, the rate equal to K into A to the power 3 by 2 into B to the molar concentration of B to the power minus 1. So order will be 3 by 2 plus minus 1, that is half. So the reaction is half order reaction. Okay, student, zero order reaction. Zero order reactions are examples of some zero order reactions, such as some enzyme catalyzed reactions and reactions which occur on metal surfaces. That is, some enzyme catalyzed reactions and reactions which occur on metal surfaces, and decomposition of gaseous ammonia on a hot platinum surface. For example, 2NH3 in presence of platinum catalyst, and when heated strongly, that is at 1130 Kelvin, we get nitrogen and hydrogen, that is N2 plus 3H2. Okay, this is an example of zero order reaction. Okay, example of first order reaction, student. All radioactive disintegrations are of the first order. Decomposition of sulfuryl chloride. Sulfuryl chloride such as SO2Cl2 when breaks into SO2 plus Cl2. This is also a first order reaction. Students, some characteristics of first order reactions, main characteristics such as all first order reactions obey the kinetic equation of first order reaction. Okay, an unit of K, that is constant, which called the specific rate of reaction. So unit of K is time inverse. Therefore, change in unit of concentration does not alter the value of K. Okay, and T half, that is half life of a reaction, proportional to 1 by K, which implies that the time taken for completion of any fraction of the reactant into product is independent of the initial concentration. Okay, student, units of rate constant. Unit of rate constant, student, that is, look at the reaction. For a reaction here, general reaction, that is A and B reacts and produce C and D. So rate equal to K into molar concentration of A to the power X into molar concentration of B to the power Y. Okay, and order of the reaction, that means N equal to X plus Y. So rate K equal to rate by molar concentration of A to the power X into B to the molar concentration of B to the power Y. So the units will be concentration to the power 1 minus N into time inverse. Concentration to the power 1 minus N into time inverse. This is a general expression. Units for the first order reaction, student. Units for the first order reaction, just a minute. That is mole per liter per second. Okay, mole per liter per second. And for first order units for the rate constant, that is zero order reaction, mole per liter per second. And for first order reaction, second inverse. Okay, and for second order reaction, mole inverse liter per second. Okay, now molecularity of a reaction, student. Molecularity of a reactions, the number of reacting species, it may be molecules, atoms or ions, taking part in an elementary reaction which must collide simultaneously in order to bring about a chemical reaction. Okay, molecularity is the number of reacting species taking part in an elementary reaction which must collide simultaneously in order to bring about a chemical reaction. Reactions are classified as unimolecular, bimolecular and trimolecular for molecularity 1, 2 and 3 respectively. Okay. For example, NH4NO2, which gives N2 plus 2H2. It is an example of unimolecular reaction. Okay. And when 2HI gives H2 plus I2, it is a bimolecular reaction. And 2NO plus O2, which gives 2NO2, it is a trimolecular reactions. Okay. The probability of more than 3 molecules colliding simultaneously are rare. So therefore, molecularity of a reaction doesn't extend beyond 3. Okay, and molecularity can be defined only for a elementary reaction and has no meaning for a complex reaction. Okay. Student, pseudo first order reaction. Pseudo first order reaction, a reaction which is not truly of the first order but under certain conditions becomes reaction of the first order, is called pseudo first order reaction. For example, the inversion of cane sugar is bimolecular reaction, but it is a first order reaction as concentration of water is quite large and does not change appreciably. Okay, so a reaction in which is not truly of first order but under certain condition it becomes first order is called the pseudo first order reaction. Okay, and zero order reaction, student, in such reactions that rate remain constant throughout the course of reactions, that is, the rate doesn't change with the change in concentration of reactants. For example, when H2 plus Cl2 gives 2HCl, or 2HI when decomposes H2 plus I2, 2NH3 when gives N2 plus 3H2. These all are the example of zero order reactions. So zero order reactions generally occur in a heterogeneous system, okay, and wherein the reactant is absorbed on the surface of a solid catalyst. Here it is converted into product, okay, and the fraction of the surface of the catalyst covered by a reactant is proportional to its concentration at low values, and the rate of reaction is of the first order. Okay. However, after certain concentration limit of the reactant, the surface of the catalyst is fully covered. As the concentration of the reactant further increases, no change in it takes place. Okay, and thus rate of the reaction becomes independent of concentration and the order of the reaction becomes zero. Okay, and first order reaction, student, for the first order reaction in this reaction, in this class of reactions, the rate of reaction is directly proportional to the first power of the concentration of the reacting substance. Okay.